Okay, we have just about everybody here. I am going to open up the Zoom chat and I'm going to start passing out our bingo cards for Mystery Suspense Bingo. Well,
is there anybody who cannot get the bingo card link via Zoom? So that's Crystal. So send Crystal an ebook in Facebook Messenger.
I will send it to you in Facebook then, Crystal.
And Amber.
And Amber, I can do that. So
I am looking at the links.
No problem. I am going to send, I'm going to copy that one. So on my screen, Lucienne, do you want to play or do you not want to play?
Nope, I'm just gonna watch.
Okay. Deborah, do you want to play or do you not want to play?
I'm just going to participate from this end.
Okay, DeLorean, do you want to play?
Yes.
Okay, so DeLorean, this is your card. All right, that's yours. Kiernan, you're next. Are you playing?
Sure.
Okay, so Kiernan, this one is going to be your card. All righty. Next on my screen is Kari. Kari, do you want to play or do you want to just talk about the words?
I'm going to spectate.
You're going to spectate. Okay, no problem. Copy link. All right. Next on my screen is Crystal. Crystal, I'm going to send you your link in Facebook. So here is Crystal. That's your link. There you go. And who's next? Madison, are you can get it in the chat? Okay, yep. So let me get you your link. Now these are the same cards that we're going to be using for all of our rounds. We're going to do 3 rounds. And then as the words are called, our lovely author guests are going to tell us about the words and how they're related to the stories. So let me get another link and see who's coming up next on my screen. Next on the screen is Ashley. Ashley, can you see the Zoom chat?
Yeah, I can see it. I don't know how well I'm doing this. I'm on my phone, so I should be able to get it.
Okay, well, here it is. And if you can't for some reason get it, let me know and I'll send it to you in Facebook, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Amber, you're next. I'm going to send you yours in Facebook. Facebook, Amber. Okay. And who else have we got here? Amber, Heather, can you see the Zoom chat?
Yes, I can.
All righty, so let me get you your card. Copy, and Heather, here's yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Jody, can you see the Zoom chat?
Yes.
Yes, okay, so let's get you yours. All righty.
Sweet. I'm trying to figure out what's behind you.
What's behind who?
Heather.
Heather.
Oh, it's Harry Potter, like a wand shop, Ollivanders.
Oh, that's so cool.
I want that background.
Not bad.
I just have my office. I feel so boring.
Miss Tina, I know you can see the Zoom chat. I went ahead and sent your link. Ashley, can you see the Zoom chat?
You just did hers.
I did hers. Oh, things must have rearranged. Sorry about that. Okay. Wendy, can you see the Zoom chat?
I can, and Tammy's trying to join. Yeah.
I just let her in, so I'll get your link and then I'll get one for her. So Wendy, this one's for you.
Thank you.
No problem. Hi, Tammy. Hi. Can you see the Zoom chat so I can send you your bingo card link?
Is it, yep, I do see the Zoom chat.
Yep, okay, give me 1 second. Let me get you your card link.
Start video.
Okay, and P-A-M-M-Y. All righty. So that should be everybody. Is there anybody missing that wanted a card and didn't get one? Nope, we're all good. We're all good. Okay, fantastic. DeLorean, if you don't mind, take one more peek on the Facebook where the posts are and make sure there's not anybody else who said they wanted to play that doesn't have a link to get in. And while DeLorean is doing that, Lucienne, Kiernan, Deborah, and Kari, why don't you take just a second? We'll start with Lucienne because you're up in my corner. Give us, for people who might not know who you are, what do you write?
Okay, hi everybody, I'm Lucienne Diver. I write young adult suspense, also young adult vampire fiction and adult urban fantasy. The book that is being featured on the bingo is Disappeared, and it's about the disappeared mother of two teenage kids, one a boy and a girl, who are trying to piece together what exactly happened the night their mother disappeared, and their father told them that their mother has left them for good.
Gotcha, gotcha. Deborah, you're next on my screen, so that's you up next.
Hi, I'm Deborah Blake. I write paranormal romance, urban fantasy, also nonfiction books on witchcraft for Llewellyn, but we're talking tonight about my new cozy series, which starts with Forbidden Fantasy, Forbidden Fatality, and then Doggone Deadly. And they are based on an animal rescue, actually based loosely on an animal rescue in where I live, where basically the protagonist wins the lottery as a fluke and helps to rescue a local rescue. Lots of cats and dogs. And the occasional dead body.
I love that. Grace, I saw you sneak in. I'm so glad you're here. If you look in the Zoom chat, there's a link for a bingo card for you. Kiernan, you are next on my screen.
Hi, I'm Kearney Kelly. I write, most of you know me already. I write predominantly GLBT romance in all the genres. And I also write young adult as Dakota Chase. Again, all the genres. The book I'm talking about tonight is A Weapon of Opportunity. It's right there. Oh, there it is. And it is a paranormal suspense novel, I guess. It's about a serial killer, and there are ghosts, and there are kids with psychic kids, and there's a bunch of stuff going on. That's
nice. Nice. All right. And Kari.
I'm Kari Lemor. I write small town contemporary romance, and I also write romantic suspense. One of my series, the Love on the Line series, has 6 books completed. It's about 6 military men who are all in the same unit in Afghanistan together. So I've got a few of the books here. So the Love on the Line books will be the ones that my words came from tonight.
Excellent. Yay. All right. So I am pulling up the game, and basically what's going to happen is I'm going to call a word. You guys can mark your cards on your device of choice. If you pulled it up on your computer on a second screen, you can do that. If you have it on your phone or a tablet, you can just tap it and it'll mark the words for you. And then as you get a bingo, just let me know. Make sure you holler, because we will have prizes at the end. We'll be keeping track of who gets bingos to be able to give our prizes, okay? As we come across each word, the author whose word that relates to their book, they'll let us know how that fits into their stories. So,
Fun.
Yeah, I think so. Alrighty, so let's see here. Starting with game 1, we are starting now. First word is lineup. Whose word is that?
What word is it?
Lineup.
Lineup. Uh,
Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Let
I
me
got
look.
that one.
I know it's not mine.
This is not mine.
Hang on a second. Let me look and see whose word that is.
Yeah,
It is
'cause I
Kiernan.
can't access my spreadsheet. My computers are.
That's funny. Kiernan, DeLorean says that's your word.
Of course,
you
it
have
would be mine.
Do you have a lineup in your book at all?
I do have a lineup in my book at some point. It's when the main character is trying to identify who done it.
Who done it?
Who done it?
Who done it? Okay. Next call. Cocktails.
That would be mine.
That would be yours.
In my first book, Wildcard Undercover, the main character is an FBI agent, and he is looking to put away this guy who owns this fancy nightclub in Miami, and he enlists the help of a cocktail waitress at the club
Nice.
to help him. So they pretend to be lovers so that she can get information to him.
Excellent. Very cool. All right. So next call, jewelry. Who has jewelry? That one's yours too. Okay.
That is mine too. That is book, I believe it's book 4, called Hidden Betrayal. And the main character is the book starts out at a jewelry store during a jewelry store robbery, and both the main characters get taken hostage, which then of course leads to the bad guys wanting to come back later and kill them because they may have identified them.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Lynn, I saw your name. If you want to play, there's a bingo card in the chat for you. So let's see here. Next word is muffin. Oh, I like muffins. Whose word is muffin? That's yours too? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Again.
That's fantastic.
So in Wildcard Undercover, these two are, pretending to be lovers, and at one point he calls her sweetie, and she's like, what? And he goes, well, you gotta, we have to pretend. And she goes, do I get to call you some ridiculous nickname? She goes, I think I'm gonna come up with Muffin. So she calls him Muffin throughout the whole book.
Oh my gosh,
and
that's
in
fantastic.
the rest of the books, because they're the first book, so when you see them later in the other book, she's still calling him Muffin.
That's great. I love it.
No.
I love it. Well, you should have a special prize if you get a bingo of only Kari's words. Okay, so let's see here. Next word is tripod.
That's me.
Yay!
So, tripod is one of the cats at this shelter, Serenity Sanctuary, and he's been there so long, he's sort of the mascot. He's got like hardly any teeth left, so he drools a lot. He's only got one eye. He's a yellow cat, and everybody loves him. And he's actually based on a cat that was at the shelter that this whole thing was like inspired by.
Oh, that's adorable.
Every cat needs every shelter needs a mascot, so he's sort of the mascot. And my editor loved him best of any of the animals in the whole book, which is kind
great.
of fun.
Aw.
All right, next word is sniper. Whose word is sniper? Oh,
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
I'm just gonna finish out early.
there you go.
Look, it's the Kari show.
Sniper is actually my the book 6, called Tactical Revenge. And the main character, Nick, he was the sniper of the military unit.
Gotcha.
And he is now a truck driver. And on the side of his truck, he has a big sniper rifle scope that's like his truck insignia.
Wow. Okay. That's impressive. All right. Next word, breeder.
Oh, that's me again.
Okay.
So in the second book in the series, Doggone Deadly, there is a dog breeder who bad things happen to, just saying.
Yeah.
But she breeds really cute dogs.
Ah, gotcha. All right, next word, crash.
Okay, so crash is the sound that Jared, who is the boy, he's the older brother, the crash is the sound that woke Jared from a sound sleep the night that his mother disappeared.
Gotcha. All right.
That still has yet to be satisfactorily explained to him.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Do, 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 do.
Mhm.
All right, next word, caseworker.
I think that's mine.
I haven't gotten any of these.
Really?
I mean, not in like the last 3 or 4, Jennifer.
Sorry. All I'm doing
Same.
is hitting a button. What you got? What you got, Kiernan?
In the book, there is a little boy, and he is psychic. He has some powers that are unique, and he also comes from a very toxic environment. So there is a caseworker involved in the story.
Gotcha. All right, next word, gaslighting.
So gaslighting is what Jared and Emily's father does to them throughout when they're concerned about the mother. Now, I don't want you to think the father is the only suspect and that this is the only mystery going on, because there is other things going on, but there was abuse in the household, and they do have serious reason to believe that the story their father is telling them is not the only story there.
Gotcha. All right, next word, break in. Who's got the break in?
Oh, I do. That's me again. Sorry. It's gone from the Kari show to the Lucienne show. Sorry about that. So when their father is not taking things seriously enough and the police do not seem to be taking things seriously enough, Jared takes things into his own hands and actually performs a break-in of his own into his mother's place to try to figure out what it is that's going on.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, motorcycle. Who's got motorcycle? All right, Karen.
Motorcycle. That is book 2 called Running Target. Our main character is actually on the run from a mob hit. He, in self-defense, killed a mob boss's son. And the twist is he's on the run, and the mob boss, he was undercover and he got this girl pregnant who was a friend of the mob boss's son who he killed.
Ooh.
And now they have a kid, and the mob boss thinks that this kid is his grandson. And so the motorcycle is what he rides when he tries to sneak in and out to see his
Gotcha.
Did he not realize that people can hear a motorcycle?
No. It's like, she lives kind of in the country, and so he rides the motorcycle. There's a big motorcycle chase through New York City where he's trying to get away. So and there's actually a motorcycle on the cover.
On the cover, there you go. Well, the next word is killer. Now I want to know how 4 mystery authors.
Oh, sorry. Somebody got bingo.
Okay, so Tina got bingo, which is great. We'll make a note of that. But I want to know how 4 mystery authors and only one person chose killer as one of their words. That's amazing.
It's all about priorities.
Apparently. All right, so whose word was killer?
It was mine.
Yeah?
I think so.
Is there anything more than the self-explanatory?
No, actually. Because there's something very special about this killer. But I can't divulge it though, because it would give away the book.
Interesting.
It's a spoiler.
Most people don't talk about killers in the terms of being special. So that's in and of itself is interesting. All right. So
I read this book when it first came out. I have not read it recently, so I don't remember exactly the details, but I remember when I found out who the killer was, and the thing that I think I emailed you right away at the time. But it's been, when you pulled that up as your book that you're spotlighting tonight, I was like, oh my God, I gotta go back and read that.
Okay, so Tina is our first bingo winner. So DeLorean has made a note. I will make a note of that as well. And we
I have
will
made notes.
divulge prize information at the end. Okay, so if
It's
you
a mystery.
if you would like to play in the next round, you should be able to clear your card, or you can just tap on each one of the choices that you selected and it will unselect them. So you can either clear the card, there should be a clear card option, or if that doesn't work for you,
Reset.
sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, sometimes you can just tap on each one again and it unselects each one of the options. And I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna hit card sequence number 2. And it's gonna rearrange all of the words. Now each author gave us 10 words, so we have 40 words altogether. Only 4 fit on a page, on a card. So some of these words may be the same, in which case we'll kind of move a little bit quicker through those, but there should be some different words as well. So you can play on your same card. All right, so we're starting with game 2. First call is abandoned. Abandoned. Whose word is abandoned?
Oh, that's me.
Okay.
And abandoned is the way that Jared and Emily's mother's car was found at the train station, implying that she'd left just as her text had said, but then why was there blood in the car?
Yeah, that seems a little suspect.
Yeah.
Faux show.
Although, I think we need to restart the round because abandoned is not on my card.
Oh, me too.
Well,
So sad. It's on mine.
Okay,
Fine, so
there
we're
we
good.
go.
all right, next word is gaslighting, which we had in round 1. Is there anything you need to add, or are we moving to the next word?
No, we can move on.
Okay, so we'll go quickly to call number 3. Oh, we have lineup again. Kiernan, do you have anything to add about lineup, or are we moving to the next one?
Nope, we can move right along.
Okay. Oh, here's a new one. Perp. Who had perp for one of their words?
I think that was mine as well.
All righty. Are you sharing any information about your perps?
Not really. It's just the lingo that my cops are using, even though I know today that I think they usually use actor.
Mm-hmm.
But in the time that this book takes place, it was perp. So
It was
there you go.
perp. Gotcha. All righty. So let's see here. Next word is rescue.
That's me. Because all my cats come from rescues, just like the rescue in my stories.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool.
It's beautiful.
This is Koshka, by the way. Say hello, Koshka.
I had a feeling we
Aw.
might be seeing some fur babies while we were doing this.
Yeah, well, he's the one who's the most likely to show up because he hangs out wherever I am most of the time.
He's beautiful.
Oh no, I'm done. I don't want to be famous, Mama. Forget it. And he's gone.
That's funny. Okay, so next word is cocktails. Do we need to add anything to cocktails? I'm on the other screen. If you're shaking your head, I'm not hearing you. Did you say no?
Oh, no,
No?
nothing
Okay.
to add.
All righty. So next,
Can I get a cocktail? I'd like to add that.
That
Right.
would be cool. That would be cool. All right. So next word is a new one. Dog warden.
That's for
I was
me.
gonna say I'm gonna guess that's probably Deborah.
Yes, in the first book, Forbidden Fatality, the dog warden is really nasty and he is out to get the woman who's running this rescue. And let's just say things don't go well for him.
Oh. Let's see here. That is not the right screen. So let's close that out. I was trying to make things easier for myself and I think I made them harder. All right. So let's see here. Bingo game. There it is. Okay. I lost you for a second. Next call. Muffin. Do we need to add anything to Muffin or are we good there? I love that she's gonna call him Muffin for the whole rest of the series. That's fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's
And she
great.
does it quite often. It's pretty funny. She'll bring it out in sometimes the most embarrassing situations. And he's just like, he just has to sit there and take it because he really can't say anything.
Well, then they have to explain it to whoever the new Amor is of each book when she calls him Muffin, and they all look at, you know, these big tough military guys look at him like, what?
All right, next one is Killer. Kiernan, you have anything else you want to share about the Killer?
No,
No?
Killer, pretty self-explanatory.
All righty. Oh, purple. Who's got
Oh,
purple?
that's me. I'm purple. Well, I'm not purple. I'm red. But so Kari, who's the protagonist of my books, her best friend is a dog groomer, and she loves the color purple. And all of her tools have purple handles, which actually comes into play in Doggone Deadly, the second book.
Ooh. Gotcha, gotcha. All righty, let's see here. Next word, informant.
Okay, that's mine.
All right.
Actually, in both Wildcard Undercover, Sweetie is Muffin's informant. But then in the second book, Running Target, with the motorcycle, he was using his name was Jack. She's Callie. She was friends with the mob boss's son, and then she found some stuff on his computer, went to the police, and she became an informant, which is how the two of them ended up together and having a kid. So
Gotcha.
two informants.
Gotcha, gotcha. All right. Next word, clowns. Who had clowns?
That was me again. So we have Death Race, which is, you know, it's a road trip with these two people, and as they're driving across country, you know, bad things start to happen. And one of them, they stop on Halloween and they go into this big, scary, spooky thing with this clown house, and one of the clowns actually tries to kill them.
Oh,
like, for real.
That's unfortunate.
As clowns are known to do.
Exactly. The amount of people that are afraid of clowns. You went from a suspense to a horror book.
How about Bellevue? Whose word was Bellevue?
Bellevue is mine.
Okay.
I thought I had it, but I don't. For those of you who may not be familiar, Bellevue is a mental institution. Well, it's a hospital in New York. It's a very famous mental institution. And it figures prominently in my book.
Gotcha. All right. Next word is break-in. I think, Lucienne, that was yours. Do you have anything else to share about break-in?
No.
No, all
I
good.
think I got bingo.
All right. And
Grace?
you think you got bingo? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Give me just a second. I think I did.
Are we double checking?
Yeah,
I
Dorian.
don't think your randomizer likes me. I've got a whole bunch of words it hasn't picked.
Well, we've got one more round to go, and then we're just gonna call out the extra words. So,
Hey, Grace, what is your card number? And Jennifer can check it.
Oh, I'm looking.
It should be at
it's
the
12.
top. Bingo card ID number
12.
12.
You do have a bingo.
Ooh, yay! I got bingo.
Yay!
All right. So we're gonna mark down Gracie as a winner. All right. So now we're gonna move to round 3. So if you are able to clear your screen to reset your card, go ahead and do that. If you need to just tap on each one to clear out your selections, you can do that as well. And we'll start round 3. And then when we finish round 3, we'll just go through and call out the rest of the words that haven't been called yet to see what else we have to share. Okay, so has everybody got their cards reset? Yeah, everybody's good? Okay, so call sequence number 3, start game. First word is kitten.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's me.
I'm sure that's you too.
So,
Fair bet.
the reason why my protagonist Kari ends up taking her fluke lottery winnings and buying this shelter is because she finds this tiny little 3-month-old black kitten who she is going to try and get taken to a shelter, but none of the shelters had room. And of course, by the time she gets everything all figured out, the kitten has decided she's staying with her. And Queenie, in fact, is a major character in all the books, Queenie being the little black kitten, and she helps solve the mysteries.
Oh, nice. Very cool. All right.
As little black kittens will do, you know.
They are very handy to have.
They are.
Yeah. All right. So I know we have already called jewelry. So that's our next call. Do we have anything else to share about jewelry? No? Okay. So after jewelry, we have discovery. Who had discovery as their word?
I'm pretty sure that's Lucienne.
Discovery, no.
No, oh,
I'm telling you, it doesn't like me.
It's Kiernan.
It's me?
Yeah.
Kiernan has just discovered that discovery is her word.
I can tell you that it's somewhere in the book.
And if you read the book, you will discover the word.
Discover the
Exactly.
word.
That
Discover
is
it.
amazing. I love it.
You're
Very
gonna
handy.
get 10. You're gonna get 10 individual emails. I found it.
We should give a prize for whoever can find discovered in your book. All right. Next word, committed.
Okay, committed is mine. Yay! So Emily is the younger of the two siblings, and committed is something that Emily absolutely can't be. If she wants to discover her mother's secret, she's got to keep her own.
Gotcha.
That is all I can tell you about that.
That works. That works. How about scrunchy? Who had scrunchy?
That is mine too. Yay! And the scrunchie is a red scrunchie that Emily finds that does not belong to her or her mother. And she finds it in her house.
That is interesting.
And the plot thickens. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. All right. Next word. Oh, we're back to caseworker again. Anything that we need to share with caseworker? No? Okay. Whoops. So how about road trip? Who had a road trip? All right, Kari?
We're the clowns. They were on a road trip.
no.
So in the book Death Race, you've got these two people who are on a road trip from one coast to the other.
I thought you were going to tell me they were on a road trip with the clowns, and I was going to be like, wait, what?
That's what I thought, yeah.
Were
So
they
you know,
on
if my Facebook
motorcycles?
status ever says that I'm on a road trip with clowns, I've been kidnapped. Please help me.
Yep, that's your word.
Noted.
So that if something happens to you, we know to come rescue you.
Right.
Goodness. All right, next word. Oh, speaking of rescue.
That's us. And here is Ember, who is Koshka's sister. And she's also a rescue cat who came from a rescue with him, because I went to go see her, and then there was her brother, and they were bonded, and I couldn't just take one. And that's how Deb has 5 cats. Whole different story, not in my books, but there you go.
I think the next word is yours too, if I'm not mistaken. Next word is lottery.
Lottery is in fact my word, yes. So Kari is just sort of your average person. She's a waitress at a diner in this little town, and she wins the lottery when she stops at a convenience store to buy cat litter on her way home. And so she is trying to find something to do with her life that brings it meaning. And when she gets brought by this kitten to the shelter, that's what she does with her lottery winnings.
Gotcha. Next call is Bellevue, and we've been through that. Kiernan, do you have anything else to share about Bellevue?
Nope.
No? Okay. How about, Dog Warden again. So anything else about Dog Warden?
Actually, I have a funny story about Dog Warden. So my best friend, Ellen, is not only a dog groomer who helped give me pointers about the dog groomer of the story, she's actually the dog warden for her little town. So she
Oh my
was able to
gosh.
give me like stacks of paperwork on how it was supposed to be done and what this guy was doing wrong. She, however, is not evil and does not get killed in any of my books.
That's fantastic. How about neighbors? Whose word was neighbors?
That is mine. And my neighbors are possibly closer and nosier than they should be.
Uh-oh.
In
Yours?
real life or in the book?
In the book, right?
Well, possibly both.
Okay.
I can just tell you, we popped champagne when our next door neighbors moved out. Literally,
gosh.
Oh,
So you're
literally
saying
popped
they
champagne.
inspired you? Is that what you
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, the next word is crash. Is there anything else you want to share about crash?
No.
No? Okay. All right. So next word after that is back to muffin again. And I think we all are very familiar, or at least getting familiar with muffin.
And we're getting hungry.
And a muffin with frosting is a cupcake. So I'm good with that too. Let's see here. Next, abandon. We've been through abandon. Anything to add to abandon?
No.
No. Okay. Next, oh, disaster pieces. That's interesting. Whose word is
That's
disaster?
a great word.
That's mine.
That is a
Disaster
I like it.
pieces
Yeah.
is what Emily's mother called the kind of art that they did together. Disaster pieces.
I like it. I like it. All right.
I can't,
Next is
that right there can encompass so many things.
mhm.
Wow, that's really cool.
Next word is motorcycle again. Kari, do you have anything to add to motorcycle? No?
It's just zooming down the road.
All right. Whose word was emergency? Emergency is the next word. Who had
Kiernan.
emergency?
Yeah. When there's silence, it's always Kiernan. Emergency. There are several points of emergency in the book. Several.
Emergency like ER or emergency like do
Like-
this right now.
Do this right now. This is
There
an
you go.
emergency.
Hop to it, buddy.
Right.
All right, we're
Well, the
going
main
back.
character is a detective,
Huh?
so
Yeah.
he comes across quite a few emergencies.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. We're back to cocktails again. We have cocktails one more time. Let's
There you
see what.
go.
Oh, I heard it.
Yay.
I heard it. Who was that? Oh, Ashley.
Ashley.
Yay.
Yay, Ashley.
Number 5.
Excellent. Excellent. Let me pull it up here real quick.
So close.
And yep, there it goes. Nice. Very cool. Very cool.
So
All right.
close.
So I think, is there anybody? Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think we'll just do those 3. That works. Okay. So DeLorean, you have the list marked of the words that we did and didn't use. All right. So I was not marking them as we were going. So how many words do we have that were not called?
Deborah has 3, Kari has 2, Kiernan has 3, and Lucienne has 2.
Perfect. So why don't we
In
go
total.
let's start with Lucienne. What are Lucienne's 2 words?
Lucienne, you have disappeared and poetry.
Well, we used disappeared. We didn't use poetry.
Well, we didn't use it in the thing, but disappeared was my title. So I think everybody knows what disappeared was. So.
I thought we did call that. Okay.
No,
Well, there we go.
She
That
just
worked.
talked about it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so disappeared is the book's title, and you all know what that's about. So
Right.
and poetry is one of the ways that Emily pours out her pain. So there is some poetry in the book. And
Oh,
Emily was named after some of the great Emilys, Emily Dickinson and Emily Bronte, and feels that she has to live up to that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I love Emily Dickinson.
Oh, I do too. I still have some of the, passages of because I cannot stop for death in my
That's
head.
my favorite.
And can
That's
just,
my
me too, me
favorite.
too. And I could just spew them.
And
So
this
anyway,
is why we love each
yes.
other so much.
Yes. So,
Because I could not stop for death, he kindly,
he kindly
stopped for me.
The
Mhm.
carriage
I
held but
love
just
those
ourselves and immortality. Yes. Anyway, I will
Sorry,
thank you.
we're okay.
No,
See,
you're good.
if you were at Coastal Magic in person, there'd be way more of this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Something to look forward to for next year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, Kari, what words do we have for Kari?
Renovation and stalker.
Stalker is book 6, the truck driver. He has a thing for a redheaded waitress at the truck stop, which his family owns, by the way. He's very rich and he just drives a truck because he has massive PTSD.
Right.
And she has a stalker. So he tries to help her out. And then
Yeah.
renovation is from the book Fatal Evidence. And that is, you've got the 2 main characters have gone in together to buy this big, huge mill building, and they're going to renovate it. Of course, they are at odds as to what they want to do with it, but they didn't each have enough money. So once they start renovating this old mill building, accidents start happening and bad things. And which was one of my ways to these two, most of the time, the sex comes later. It's these two, I was like, had the hose out, like, would you guys stop? And so like all these accidents are some of my ways to like keep them from having sex, because
there you go.
like, not yet.
Is it just me, or does Renovation Stalker sound like it should be an HGTV show?
Oh my
And
goodness. that
Stalker
would be
Renovation
hysterical.
could be a Lifetime show. All right, so Deborah's next. What words do we have left for Deborah?
We've got groomer, pit bull, and veterinarian.
Okay.
Well, the groomer, I already talked about her best friend, Suze, who is a groomer. She's actually one of the more fun characters I've ever written. She's 6 feet tall, has lavender hair, gay, and is just very cool. She actually, in my head, looks like the women's soccer player. I forget her name, but there's this really tall woman. She was on like the US women's soccer team, and I just saw her and went, I have to make a character because that's really cool. Veterinarian is the love interest in the books. Angus, who's a red-haired veterinarian who first meets Kari because she brings a kitten in, and then gets drawn into the mysteries. And Pitbull in the first book, Forbidden Fatality, there's, I don't know if you can see, there's a whole bunch of dogs and cats on the cover. But anyway, there's a pit bull named Buster who the kitten makes friends with. And he is sort of on death row because this nasty dog warden has made it look like he's been escaping and maybe getting into trouble and attacking people and dogs, when of course the dog is completely innocent. But Kari has to prove that before horrible things happen to the dog. It's okay, he's fine.
Excellent. Excellent. All right, and what words do we have left for Kiernan?
We have evidence, psychic, and restraints.
Okay, well, psychic I mentioned before. We have psychic child in the books, and the main character also is a little bit psychic as well. He doesn't like to admit it, but he is. And what were the other words?
Restraints and then evidence.
Restraints kind of go with Bellevue.
Gotcha.
There's a witness that they go to interview, and he is restrained at Bellevue.
Gotcha.
And the other one, I forgot again already.
Evidence.
Evidence. Oh, that's kind of self-explanatory. They eventually do find evidence.
Imagine that.
What, in a mystery?
So I know that I've won before, but I'm going to scream bingo because I got it. I love it
Yay.
too.
Do you have a bingo dance?
There
You
you go.
want-
All right.
I'll work with you.
I'm gonna tell people what their prizes are in a second. Kari, if you can see the Zoom chat, check that Zoom chat real quick. I just have a quick question for you. While she's doing that, Tina, Lucienne has your prize. Lucienne, you want to tell her what her prize is? We're not gonna
Okay.
split them. We're not gonna split it. So
Okay, so Tina, you have got a $15 gift card, Amazon gift card, unless you prefer it somewhere else. So I will get your information from you and get that to you.
thank you. All right, Gracie, Deborah's gonna send you your prize. Deborah, you want to let her know what her prize is?
Also an Amazon gift card. Mine's 25 because I always have to do better than
Well,
Lucienne.
now I feel chintzy, Tina. I'm upping yours to 25.
Yes.
There
Yes.
you go. The gauntlet was thrown. Sorry, go ahead.
No problem.
Not that
No
I'm
problem.
competitive, because I'm totally not. You believe me,
Yeah.
right?
We're not at all competitive with each other.
No.
Ashley, Kiernan's got your prize. You want to let her know what her prize is, Kiernan?
Well, I'm not letting these two ladies outdo me. You'll have a $25 Amazon card as well.
Thank you.
And Kari has a prize, but because we only did 3 rounds, we are going to do it. I always want the person who didn't win to get a prize. So if you only got 1 word on the last bingo, is there anybody who only got 1 word on the last bingo? Is there anybody who only got 2 words? Is there anybody who only got 3 words?
Do I get the dummy award? Because I didn't realize I thought they were just discussing what words they had left. Were we playing that last round?
No, you're fine.
No, you good. Is there anybody that only had 4 words on the last bingo?
Doesn't matter where they were on the card, but just 4 left.
Is
4.
there anybody who only had 5 words on the last bingo?
Oh, I don't know how many I had.
Okay, so I'm gonna eeny, meeny, miny, moe it. I'm gonna eeny, meeny, miny, moe it. Everybody, give me a boink. All right, Wendy, Kari has your prize. Kari, you wanna let her know what her prize is?
Okay, well, you can get a free digital copy of any of one of the books from the Love on the Line series. But just for everybody, the first book with Muffin and the cocktails is free everywhere. So
Very
if
cool.
you go on, so Muffin and Sweetie with their cocktails are free right now. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, Apple, Google, everywhere. So who won?
Wendy.
So if you would like to choose another book, you can choose the second one, or you can choose the last one, or whichever one sounded best to you. Just send if you want to send me your either whatever you want. Tell me if you want a Mobi or if you want an EPUB, and send it to Kari Lemor author @gmail.com.
And I'll get information from everybody and send it to the rest. And actually, Wendy, if you will, I don't think we're friends on Facebook, but you can totally message me either through the Coastal Magic site or through Jennifer Moore.
We are. I just don't post.
Oh, okay, cool, excellent. So if you guys, everybody who won, I'm going to reach out to you all then and get your information and forward it to the authors just so that we have a backup for everybody. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right.
I wasn't expecting that. Thank you.
That's fun. I love people who win stuff. I love games, whether there's winners or not. Even if we're just playing for the heck of it and there's not any prizes, it still makes me happy. I love it. I love
You
it.
do the best games. You do. You really do. You do the most fun games.
You do.
Well, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. And this is just night 1. This is just a fun way to start off our pre-convention hanging out with each other. And then Thursday night, we'll do our official welcome and official start of the weekend. And then we've got a lot going on this coming weekend. So I hope everybody has seen the schedule. I hope everybody is making notes to see different panels and other games and things that they want to do. So I hope you all will be having as much fun throughout the rest of the week and the weekend as you did tonight. Thank you for very much for spending a little bit of your evening with us. Thank you to our authors for spending
Yes,
a
thank
little
you.
bit of their evening with us. And
Yeah,
I think
appreciate
that's gonna
your
wrap us
time.
up. That's gonna wrap us up.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, and we'll see you
Thank
guys the
you.
rest of the
Thanks,
of the week.
Jennifer.
Everybody, thank
It's
you,
so good to see
Jennifer.
everybody.
Good night, guys.
I miss you all.
Bye.
Hi.
I miss you guys.